I can understand why you'd feel that way, especially after the election. But if you'll notice in your comment, you said, I have yet to meet. So you have your own personal bias in there because you're taking your experience and you're projecting that on everybody else. It's just that that isn't everyone else's experience. It certainly isn't mine. But I'm someone who doesn't attack MAGA. I teach about them, so they reach out to me all the time. And this morning I was just reading a lot of messages and comments from people who are having family members leave, who there was a couple who had both left, but they were terrified to tell the other one. And finally, one of them admitted it, and the other one said, oh my God, I'm so glad. I want to leave too. And that's the thing about cults is they are so scared to say it out loud. Like people that are in cults, sometimes they'll hide out in there for years because they're afraid their spouse will leave them, their family will leave them, they'll lose business. And you've got literally the whole world attacking them. So they don't feel comfortable to come out and talk about that. And a lot of you that say like, well, I haven't met anyone, are you a safe space for them to talk to you? Because if you're not, you're almost never going to hear it from them. But that doesn't mean they haven't left. And a lot of times doubling down is what happens right before they leave. So doubling down is very much a process of leaving. It's them trying to convince themselves and others that everything's still okay and they still believe. But, you know, when you say that, it's like saying, I've never seen a red truck. And if I talk to you and say, oh my gosh, there's red trucks everywhere, and then you leave and you see a red truck, then suddenly it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, there are red trucks everywhere. So you're just taking this from your own, you know, personal experience. It's just that it isn't a lot of other people's experiences. And the fact that you're seeing all these podcasters and you're seeing South Park and you're seeing celebrities on the right that are all speaking out against him, that is all cult leaving. Like, and that's why it's important to have people like me and Knitting Cult Lady and people that work with cults, have been in cults, study cults, teach about them, all that stuff, because we have a different view. We understand cults differently. Like, I know up until now, people feel like, well, there were so many chances for them to leave, or everyone said they were leaving. I promise you, a cult teacher never, ever said they were leaving until now, or at least until January 20th, because that's when Trump got into full power. And so cults don't start to break apart till then. So from the moment Elon saluted, you had people start leaving. Did you hear about those? Because I did. I got messages from those people because they wanted advice, because they were too afraid to come out to the right, but they're terrified of the left. So they sit there and play possum. And a lot of them don't come out yet because they want to get other people out. So they know if they come out and just be anti-Trump, they may lose the opportunity to talk to the people in the cult still. So they'd rather just say like, gosh, I don't know, what do you guys think? Or seem like more unsure, but they don't go all the way out like, I can't stand him, he's a liar, because they're afraid that they will lose the ability to talk to them and be heard. So this is very complicated. And it isn't just as simple as like, well, I haven't seen it, so it doesn't exist, because this is one of those things where it is happening all over and you may never be told. Luckily, if you look through my comments and a lot of my posts, there's people talking about how all the flags in their neighborhoods have disappeared. Their father finally left, their brother-in-law left, their spouse left. This absolutely is happening. If I could bet all I have on this happening, I would be all in 100% with no doubt. It truly is happening.